Nice.
I'm gonna be so mad if the first game I play with someone. Are you kidding? Are you? What is happening?
Go.
Here's what's new in Fall Guys Season 3. The theme is underwater with tons of new outfits like SpongeBob, a blobfish, Shork, and so much more. They also added 5 brand new levels with new obstacles, made even better by the fact that you can now dive slide, a new mechanic in the game. You can also earn some rewards for completely free, so jump on the Fall Guys now. Here's what's new in Fall Guys Season 3. The theme is underwater with tons of new outfits like SpongeBob, a blob.
Sorry, for some reason this item isn't scanning. I guess that means it's free then. You looked bored, so I thought I'd give you something to do. Oh, how nice of you. Can I get you anything else today? Yeah, $1 million. Isn't it just beautiful outside today? I don't know. I've been inside working the whole day. Is this everything? I have a meeting at 2 today. Yup. How are you gonna pay today? Yesterday was at the park. I was just... Sir? Card. Do you want the receipt with you or in the bag? And after that, I just have to... Sorry, I'm at the mall right now. Have a nice day. That's what I'm saying. Alright, I'm leaving. Sorry, for some reason this item isn't beautiful outside.
Don't ask me why I'm watching Luke Davidson. I just came up while I was trying to... like a sale promo. Well, that will... For me, I put mine here. PPInMyHole69. Whoa! First game with the name PPInMyHole69. Yeah, this is probably going to be the one of the funniest games ever. PPInMyHole would be such a good idea. Oh, PPInMyHole. The jump dive mechanic is so cool. You pick yourself going faster. Oh, the name is just so funny, man. First place in the first game. First game with the new name. These were just the skins that he did. These were just the skins with the flags on them. Look at all the enhancements. That's why you should look at her right video. PPInMyHole. PPInMyHole. You boys need to watch this. You guys need to We should all go out. Okay, 17 people to get. I can't believe it. Shit. Yep, okay. I'm the biggest speed ever, look. Your mom's the biggest speed. Oh, yeah. Yep. No.
Step onto the scene, just doing my thing like. To me, Cosmic Highway is a very high and respectable C tier. It's not really bad towards a D or F tier, but it's not really good to where I could comfortably put an A, B, or even an S tier. It really encapsulates or showcases what Season 2 Star Scramble really is. It showcases all of the new obstacles, and it just does really well to showcase the space theme that the season was really going for. Respectable and high C tier in my opinion, maybe borderline B tier. Points. Literally what I do is I just camp on the treadmill towards the end of the map, and I literally just stay there and I walk on top of the button. The thing with Fantic Factory is if the button is flat, you don't have to jump on top of the button, you can just walk on top of it. To be honest, it's just like, once you understand how the map works and if you just camp in one place, you can literally get all the points. And I will say, in squads, you can actually kind of carry your teammates, as long, obviously if they're doing nothing at all, it'd be very, very difficult to do so. But it's one of those rare maps where you're actually able to carry your teammates if you get really lucky with, you know, with the buttons spawning in. For me, I really want to give this a C. But I really do think it should be, for now, be in very low B tier. Just because, you know, if you want to frantically run around and play, you can actually do like little cool little jumps and, you know, not have to walk all the way around and use the bounce pass to go differently and position yourself differently. You can do little cool little skips and strats around the map if you really, you know, are trying for that type of stuff. Hexaterrestrial, honestly, in my opinion, this map is freaking A tier. I really enjoy the concept of just hexagon, but the final layer, but the tiles respawn. I really enjoy just, you know, trying to double jump in this map, or doing slow diving, or just trying to maneuver around people. And especially the blast ball variant, which sadly, when I'm recording this video, the blast ball variant has been removed from the game. I really enjoyed the blast ball variant. It was very chaotic. It just, in general, this map, like, I like the aspect of the wall or the zone closing in, akin to other battle royales in its own way. Now, a map that I definitely will think it's high A tier, maybe even below S tier, is Hyperdrive Heroes. I know a lot of people are probably sick of getting this map in squads, but the thing with me is I don't play squads or duos all that much. It's either solo show or the limited time. So I definitely do not get this map in really enjoy whenever I get this map. I believe that at one point this map was only squads only. Now I think it's in solo shows. I just love how, you know, just people die on this map, you know, in two zones, in the beginning and in the baton zone. Just people, they die. I love this map. Is really fun. It definitely takes hoverboard heroes and definitely puts its own little twist with the ion thrusters and stuff. I really enjoy this map. I just have no way of properly explaining it. I really like this map. It's high A tier for sure. Pixel Painters. This one I absolutely want to give it an F tier. I absolutely hated this map when it first came out. People were either clueless on how it works, or people were just griefing like mad. Like, it just, like, literally one teammate can ruin this entire map. Just one teammate. But as people got better at the map and people start to understand how it works, it can become really fun, especially if you're in a voice call with your friends. For now, I don't want to give it an F tier because I don't really think it deserves that, because you play with good teammates, it can definitely be really fun. But in my good conscience, I just cannot give it anything above a D tier just because of the way it's laid out, that one of your teammates could potentially ruin it easily. Space Race. This map, along with Cosmic Highway and Star Chart, are the three maps that, as I'm recording this video, has actually been removed from the game. It's funny how 62% of the maps for the new season are removed. I find that really hilarious. I do understand why Space Race and Cosmic Highway are gone. Actually, I don't understand why Cosmic Highway is gone. I believe it could have been because of performance issues, but I'm not sure about that. Space
Delicious balls. There you go. trajectories in a row. Apparently I've got a 2-win streak. And trust, I ain't losing it. Bro, I've got a 2-win streak. Just let me win, man. I've got a 2-win streak. Three ones in a row. Let's go. I'm so good to that story and play. 908,000. Look, you're bashing them. You're already. Wait, didn't we get the crown map faster like 2 days ago? Get this in a week. I think it's great, it was. What if I keep thinking of something like 5 years ago?
This was removed because of the low gravity zone flashing constantly on the switch port, which the switch port is not very well made, to be frank with you. But honestly, this map, I really enjoy playing this map whenever it was on, because I like the map. It gives me very like Skyline Stumble vibes, and it's funny how that map is also very neon-esque or very, you know, almost SpaceX in the design. But overall, I think I'll maybe, out of like Cosmic Highway and Space Race, I would rather get Space Race, because you can actually do some, you know, pretty cool things. And
Alright, okay. Street
I think I'm definitely going to put it in BT. Actually, no, I'm going to put it above Frantic Factory. Like, while I do enjoy Frantic Factory, I definitely like the little shortcuts and just the different diverging paths that you can actually do, which I definitely think Cosmic Highway is lacking. It's very straightforward, whereas Space Race, you can kind of diverge paths. You can do an easier path, or you could do a more difficult path. You could do jump dives and just little skips and optimizations you can actually do on this map. And I like the inclusion of the ion thrusters actually being like an elevated platform, and you can jump dive on top of the actual pipe, and then you can make your way forward, or you could jump on the last ion thruster and then get on directly to the last platform. So it's beginner friendly and also gives slight intermediates a chance to actually find, you know, and qualify slightly faster. Star chart. Wow, this map, I did not get this map a lot in the new season, and now that's been removed because of performance issues, if I recall correctly. Like, I really enjoy the concept of it. You know, if you just press the button and the little big map will light up and you have to find your pathways. I really enjoyed that. You know, like in general, like it's not a terrible map, to be frank, but it's not like any map that I can be like, oh my god, like, you know, it's definitely a very good. I'll give it a high C tier. Maybe I'll put it above. Although, you know, I might put it below Cosmic Highway because I do think Cosmic Highway is a high C tier.
So easy to do this part. It's too easy to qualify this. Please don't tell me any stupid rap's gonna end a literal 3-1 streak.
Here, I don't want people to think, oh, I'm giving this a very low C tier or anything. So for now, maybe C tier, maybe Borderlands B tier. A lot of this map, and maps to me, in my opinion, really this map, and they just like either sometimes they just forget the pathway, and like it just becomes really annoying. But I do understand RNG is Fall Guys. I understand it's always going to be a part of Fall Guys no matter what. But like I just felt this map is just way too RNG for me. I would rather get Hexaterrestrial for sure. The removal of skill-based matchmaking or SBMM is one of the key points people make in regards to saving Fall Guys. We'll discuss what skill-based matchmaking even is, how it's implemented in Fall Guys, and why people are hoping for its removal. What is skill-based matchmaking? In a nutshell, skill-based matchmaking or SBMM is a system that is made to put you in lobbies with people who are near your skill level. So if you're a low-skilled player or a newbie, it will put you in lobbies with other low-skilled or newbies.
the best crafting stuff. No way, let's take me over. But, so should I get an incredible? See, since I'm always so on buying that, so I just go over the screen. Going to China.
Players, and if you're a high-skilled player or pro, it'll put you in lobbies with other high-skilled or pro players. And as of the making of this video, skillless matchmaking is currently only in solo show. The game has 3 tiers: low, medium, and high, and depending on your skill score, you'll get placed in one of the 3 tiers or buckets as it's called in the game's files. Low bucket is where you'll find the lowest skilled players, typically newbies. Medium is where you'll find the intermediate level players, and high is where you'll find the highest skilled players. This is an oversimplification, of course, but you get the gist.
What did you say? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What is that? From McDonald's. A cheese? Can I have a chicken burger?
General idea. Mechatronic will sometimes change the amount of skill score needed to go up or down a tier. You can pause the video and have a look at the specific amount of skill score needed to go up or down a tier. We can't really see our skill score, nor do we know how it's really calculated or how the players in our lobby affect our scores. The more games you win, the higher your skill score will be, and the more you lose, the lower your skill score will be. The way SBMM is implemented in the game is interesting to say the least, because depending on the bucket or tier that you're in, you won't be able to play certain maps. For example, Slamscraper is only accessible if you're in the high tier. The amount of maps that are in certain tiers change as maps get added and removed, so the numbers will not be consistent, but know that the highest tier doesn't have any maps locked, whereas the other tiers do. It was made this way so newbie players can play the easy maps and get a hang of the mechanics without dying on the harder maps over and over again. If you wish to know what maps are in what tier, FocusDB has recently added all 3 buckets and what maps you can expect. Leaker FG Muffins also made this Excel spreadsheet showcasing the round pools again. If you wish to know what maps are in what tier, FocusDB has recently added all 3 buckets and what maps you can expect.
Bro, that cat must have been throwing his controller to China.
Tier. The amount of maps on certain tiers change as maps get added and removed, so the numbers will not be consistent, but know that the highest tier doesn't have any maps locked, whereas the other tiers do. It was made this way so newbie players can play the easy maps and get a hang of the mechanics without dying on the harder maps over and over again. If you wish to know what maps are in what tier, Focus DP has used added all three
When you're under the map, it's
over
impossible.
again. If you wish to know what maps are in what tier, Focus DP has recently added all three buckets and what maps you can expect. Leaker FG Muffins also made this Excel spreadsheet showcasing the round pools currently in Season 2 of Satellite Scramble. Why
So you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well. First, it tracked your distance.
Fall Guys has bots. Low tier and medium tier have bots in them. And no, I don't mean your teammate who's a helmet boy who's like 6 years old. No, the game has actual bots and they got added in April 7th, 2022, or 2 days after Skipper's matchmaking was added in the game. And all you need to know about them is that in low bucket, you'll see 20 of them and they'll leave once you've reached round 3. And medium tier has 10 bots and will leave once you reach round 2. If you play on PC, you can tell if you have bots in your lobby. see the PC icon next to the name. The reason this is significant is because this doesn't show up for regular players who also play on PC, but only for bots. Another more tricky way of telling is that they'll often have unreleased nicknames and banners equipped, though the average player won't be able to tell who's a bot or not, especially if they play on console. This really isn't something that Mediatronic wants the average Joe to know, I suppose. Why do people want SB to tell who's a bot or not, especially if they play on console? Nicknames and banners regular players who also play on PC, but only for bots. Another more tricky way of telling is that they'll often have unreleased nicknames and banners equipped, though the average player won't be able to tell who's a bot or not, especially if they play on console. This really isn't something that Mediatronic wants the average Joe to know, I suppose. Why do people average player won't be able to tell who's a bot or not, especially if they play on console? This really isn't something that Mediatronic wants the average Joe to know, I suppose. Why do people want SBMM removed from Fall Guys? To put it simply, people don't like the fact that they have to compete with other players who are on the same level or even higher than they are. It ruins the fun and casual environment of Fall Guys portrays itself to be. You'll often hear this from players who have a lot of crowns to their name. The thing with high and even medium tier lobbies is that it will start with 40 players rather than the usual 60 players. So if you play maps like Roll On and Screw Up, you could potentially not make it due to how good the players are, and in certain maps, people will all go to the same path since that's the fastest way of qualifying. All this to say that people hate the idea of having to constantly play at 100% peak performance all the time, especially in a game like Fall Guys where its main appeal is being a casual experience. Skill-based matchmaking was made with a newbie player in mind, which will always be the majority of Fall Guys' player base, so keeping them happy by putting them in lobbies with people who are on their level will make them more likely to win and thereby increasing player retention. And a happy player is a player who's willing to part ways with their money. If you want to see what happens when SBMM isn't in the game, all you have to do is take a look at some of the LTMs. Lily Leaper's Limbo is a great example to illustrate my point. People always take the same path, which causes them to get body blocked and fall. Some players know how to do a technique called spin diving, which causes them to move even faster than normal. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this track can only be performed if you have over